You already know what it is, man. Another Barcelona game, another video. It's your boy Smith. We back in the building. And yeah, man. Nice calm 6-1 win versus Olympiacos to get back on track. Heading into the Clasico in the Champions League. You feel me? Coming off that PSG loss. Nice, easy, calm win. Yeah, I feel like really not a whole bunch to take away from this game. This will probably be a shorter video. But yeah, man, that was a nice win. Get things back on track. Had a couple, I guess, moments in the first half, maybe early second half, where things looked a bit shaky. I ain't gonna lie, man. This game was overall boring as hell. I'm gonna keep it a bean, bro. Like this shit was boring as fuck. I don't know if it was just me, but yeah, this game felt super boring. I was really watching this in the first half, kind of just like I don't know. I was kind of just like it felt weird. Like the crowd wasn't really into it. There wasn't. We weren't like we had a lot of the ball, but we weren't creating a lot of chances. Olympiacos wasn't creating a lot of chances. I don't know. It was really just boring. Like we were in a game that we pretty much had control of for most of it. Like I said, a couple like parts of the game maybe got a bit shaky. Obviously, when they scored, we'll talk about that. But yeah, for the most part, it was just like a game we were able to just control most of, see it out, and then you feel me go from there. But we get into the lineups today. So the lineup uh, we went with Rashford up top, Fermin off the left, Lamine off the right, Dro got his second start. At 10 today, Casado, Pedri double pivot, Balde left back, Kunde right back, Cabarsi, Eric Garcia in the middle, Chesney in net. And yeah, like I said today, it was mostly just like us controlling it, having a lot of the ball. I don't know, maybe struggling to really put them away early on. We probably should have put them away in the first half, but yeah, I feel like we just like weren't creating a lot of chances. It was like I said, it was really just a boring game, bro. Like it's really not a lot to take away from this. And um, we grab, we go out to jump out to a 2-0 lead. Fermi grabs two in the first half. We go into halftime, up 2-0, and you're like, all right, bet this would be like an easy win, calm W. And then Olympiacos early in the second half, grab a goal. It ends up Eric Garcia, he showed his bozo gene again. Like lackadaisical defending that he tends to do sometime. Reared his ugly head today, but they put in a cross. It was a weird play though, cause they put in a cross, and it's kind of like a 50-50 ball or whatever. They win the header, and what you call it? They win the header, and Eric Garcia not just Eric Garcia, everyone kind of just stops playing. It was like a weird play. Like they win the header, it comes to them at the edge of the box. They put another cross back in, and then Eric Garcia just I don't know. It was like Eric Garcia and Cabarsi kind of just fell asleep, but especially Eric Garcia because it was like the striker was kind of standing in between Cabarsi and Eric Garcia, like behind Eric Garcia in front of Cabarsi, and they put in another cross, and it was just like an easy goal. Like Eric Garcia just kind of watched the ball go over his head. Cabarsi tries to attack it late, but it's a goal. It was weird, and then it ends up getting called off for offsides, but they call a penalty on a handball from Eric Garcia, and it was like a pretty obvious handball. He smacks it with his hand. That's how they get it. Whatever. But yeah, just overall mess up play from our back line. Really nasty from Eric Garcia. I don't know what he was doing. It was like he just fell asleep. Um, but yeah, they make it 2-1, and you're like, come on, don't do this again. Don't do this again. And then not too long after, um, Rashford and Fermin, nice link up play, and Fermin plays him in out right outside the box. He takes keeper comes out. Rashford takes a touch past him. Really, I ain't gonna lie. I thought he kind of sold it a bit. They didn't call it live. They didn't call a penalty, and yeah, and Rashford gets to the ball. Keeper dives out, misses the ball, but he kind of I don't know. He doesn't really dive super reckless to me. It was like Rashford definitely sold it. One of those where I feel like I probably would have just stuck with the call live, and the call live was no penalty. But when you look at the replay, you're like, yeah, I guess I can see where it went. But whatever, I'll take it anyway. Lamine puts away the penalty, 3-1, and then they get a red card not too long after that on a super shaky call where I'm like, I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, second yellow was crazy. It was Casado barely gets maybe touched Casado in the face, barely grazed him, and they gave him a second yellow up out of there. They're on 10 men, and then it was just super belt after that. Fermin grabs three for a hat trick. Um, I think for the fourth goal was Fermin goal, hat trick. Rashford grabs two late and leaves out of there with a brace. And yeah, it was like I said, just a nice easy win, easy way to see it out at home against a team with 10 men late, and we just kind of put them away. Um, Again, though, maybe in the first half, like if I'm like not really nitpicking, like general concern, we do look like this team looks flat, bro. Like the press isn't the same. The like winning the ball back, super eager to win the ball. Like last year, I feel like we worked our ass off in and out of possession, and the team kind of just looks. They look flat, like they look tired. I don't know what's going on, man. Well, I mean, hey, I mean, I guess you can't. This flick system, like I said before, you keep overworking players, and this kind of what happens. I guess this might be second season flick. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, that's kind of concerning. But yeah, like I said, going into this Clasico, still not any more convinced by this team than I was when I made the video at the weekend. But we'll see how it goes. But hey, 3 points is 3 points, especially when you can, pile it on at the end like that, 6-1. Add up the goal differential or whatever. I know that's gonna matter like late in this fucking league phase standing, trying to differentiate all these teams. So that's nice to put some goals on them, get some numbers on the board. But yeah, man, overall, I guess solid performance. Not any like major takeaways from this, other than on a positive light. I mean, we just kind of thumped them at the end. We did what we're supposed to do when they went down to 10 men. On a negative light, like I said in the first half, the team still looked kind of flat, and the press still looked like a half step too slow, and we still look a bit sluggish sometimes. And but yeah, I guess we'll see how things go. We got our first super major test at the weekend. Well, I guess we had PSG. We failed that test, but yeah, I guess we'll see how this goes. Another giant coming in at Madrid. So yeah, on to the Clasico, on to the weekend, and we'll see how it goes, man.